What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan Season 4. So it's kind of a close-up on her face, bit of her arm and some of her maneuver gear, you know, her shoulder pads and a bit of the blade. She's got her arms crossed over one another, just below her chin, right? So I'm on the landscape page. My page size is A2. You can do it any size you want. I just do it big for the camera and because I use Sharpies. Right, because I think they have a clear line for the camera. That's the only reason I do it, really. You could use a pencil, and you could do it on a much smaller page. So as long as your proportions are kind of the same, you'd be okay. So like A2, the proportions of an A2 sheet and an A3 sheet and an A4 sheet are the same. So you can look up those dimensions because I'm not sure if you have A3, A4 in the States. So I think it's like letter size or something like that. So let's go. Center point of my page, about here. We're going to start with our eyes, down a little bit from the middle, right? And we'll go, yeah, we'll go diagonal. Might be a little bit of a head tilt, but not too much. So we go diagonal first, right? And then we go over. I'm going to flick up at the end here. And what we're going to do is thicken this up. A relatively thick line and maybe like another line coming off the top there. And it gets a good bit thinner back here because they're like eyelashes back there. And you can add some eyelashes. Female character, so just to make her look more feminine. And then should we have this hook that comes down here, like so, and then there's a gap and the bottom eyelid line is just like across here, right? So real slender eyes. That, and she, are they eyelashes? Maybe. I think there's like a line, one of those animated like eyelash sort of lines just here. I'm not sure, but we'll add it. And then maybe some lines up there. Right, and then her iris is just like a half circle underneath her top eyelid. There, like that, and her pupil is the same. So cold, sort of angry eyes, right? And sometimes in Attack on Titan, you have sort of these kind of iris lines just coming around there. Right, so her other eye, just over here, starts here. And we're not quite eye width, right? So it's about 3/4 of the eye. So say tear duct to this side of the iris will fit in between. That's your distance you want, okay? That's the distance between here and here. 3/4 of our eye, because the eyes are bigger than standard human. So that's what will fit kind of in between. You know, you can even measure it if you want. You know. What is it? 3 on mine, and that's our distance we go over. Yeah, so it's nearly exact here to here, right? So just for your proportion, if you're worried about that kind of stuff. Some people are able to do it by eye, no problem. So then we go across again. Now, a lot of this eye will go underneath hair. So you'll have to raise some lines or color over them. You don't necessarily have to raise. We just thicken this up again. And there's an extra line that comes off here, like a hairline or something. So, and then we'll give her those eyelashes, a couple back here, 3 or 4. And then, so back here we'll hook. And again, a lot of this is under hair, so we don't really see much. And then bottom eyelid line there. Iris, half circle. And then pupil, half circle again. You can add some texture lines on our iris there. And I think there is an eyelash line, but it's under hair, so we'll add this sort of edge here. Sometimes animes have this extra line. I didn't realize Mikasa had it. Some extra sort of stress lines just coming around her eye there. Right, so then eyebrows and stuff, right? So eyebrow comes across. That way. Goes up. Just add a section to color. And it gets real thin back here. Like so. And then her eyelid line comes out from underneath. Same thing over here. And just add a section to color. Like so. And then her eyelid line comes out here. And then the nose. Like that. Right, so you see now, we might have a little bit of a tilt on the eyes, but not much. Her head might be a little bit tilted. So then nostrils down here, there. And her mouth, so real serious, kind of downturned mouth, right? So starting here, we go up, down, and there can be little gaps, you know, so it kind of just comes around, dotted itself around. It's kind of drawn in lightly. The edges have these kind of dimples on them. And then her bottom lip line just comes down, around like so. And then her chin. Relatively pointy chin, just here. And in Attack on Titan, right, they have these sort of hatching lines on the eyes, like these vertical sort of things, right? So I'll add those. You could use a ruler if you wanted to do this. And again, a lot of this will go underneath her hair, so. That kind of thing, right? And proportion-wise then, eyes to nose is about the same as nose to chin. Here to here, about the same as here to here. Maybe like the center of her eye to her nose will bring it nose to chin, right? So nose about halfway between eye and chin. Nostrils here to here, about the same as there to there, just to the bottom of the chin. And then nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip to chin. That's roughly our proportion. So then face this way. Her jaw, right? So, and you want it to sort of gradually curve up, right? So normally your jawbone, like the corner, will be like across from the mouth and then on the inside of the eyes here. So, but in females, it's like not as pronounced. So it's not as like, you don't go to like here and then, you got to do it kind of smoother. And that's harder, obviously. So we go gradually curve it around, go up the side of her face. Right? Same thing. There. Right? Now we can't really see much of her ears, but we'll draw what we see. So kind of an ear here. Right, coming out kind of from behind her hair. And another one. So there, they kind of line up, right? So and this one will go behind her hair. Here. You don't see all of it. Okay, so speaking of hair, so we'll start the hair. So the hair is probably the most detailed part of this character. There's definitely the most lines in it, okay? So she has a big fringe that comes across her eye and her eyebrow. So we start with that. Like so, okay? And there's some quite fine lines and things, so. Right, and then a larger one across there. And this one will cut off the side of her eye a little bit. And her eyebrow. And there's like some texture lines and things on all this. So you've got some erasing to do or some coloring over. Now there is bones and ligaments inside, like cartilage lines inside her ear as well, but we'll just draw the hair first because the hair covers some of that. So then there's another one that comes across her eye this way. There, and there's another one inside here. And then more. Going this way. And then this will come down by her eyebrow. And down across her ear. There. And then back up. And then it meets another one here. Back up to there. And then sideburns sort of hair here. Like that. And then one that comes across the top of her ear. See here. And this goes up that way. Another one here. Up this way now. This is like up towards her fringe. That's that. And then there's like another one here. Just put it down. Right, so that's her fringe. I guess we can add, we'll go across the rest of her face and then do all the stuff that's at the back. Right, so there's like one that starts here, cuts across the top of her head. Another line's in here. texture lines come underneath it. And then over the other side, we'll finish the fringe over here. So this one kind of comes across her eye on this side. Like so. Back up. Then a texture line in there. Sometimes there's like these single strands that just kind of hang down over her eye like that. All right, and then another one comes down here. There, there. Back up, and then this one comes around over her ear. Sort of this way. Up to there. Make some single strands that like hang off like that. So this is definitely the most difficult part of doing this character, especially in season 4 version, because they put a lot of detail into the hair. Right, keep going though. So we go up, and there's like one that sticks out here. There's all these kind of random strands that kind of stick out, which makes it more difficult to draw. All right, like so. I'll just erase the ear lines here. And then bones and ligaments inside, we'll add those while we're here. So just cartilage sort of lines just coming around on the inside of the ear, underneath the hair. Lots of different ways of doing this now. We'll just go the easy road, kind of like that. Another one here. All right, like so. Then so her hair is kind of blowing in the wind, so it's all going this way, right? This direction, and it's kind of parted here and then goes around the back of her head, okay? So there's like these strands that come out around here. Right, and then all blows back this way. So all into like this area, there's like texture lines and things here. And then going this way, going all around the back of her head now. Like so. That way. Start to travel down this side of her head then. Here. There. Some texture lines here. Right, this is definitely tricky to get it sort of. They do such a good job with anime here, don't they? Right, but I think I'll leave it there. That's how to draw Mikasa's hair. That's a tutorial in itself. Okay, so we'll move down and we'll start doing her shoulders and her arms and stuff. Right, so collar of her shirt. Right there. On the other side. Like so. Another little bit sticks out here. And a V underneath her chin. Same on this side. So her shoulder, both of her arms are crossed here. So the shoulder, let's say like here. So we got like this sort of maneuver gear on her as well. This is like the start of her shoulder, and the start of her shoulder on this side will be sort of here. There's like a strap that comes down here and here. But we'll just get the shoulder in on this side first. And it just comes down off my page there. The inside of the shoulder then. So we've got these folding sort of lines that come down this way. So it's a shirt, so lots of sort of texture and folds and stuff all down here. So that's the thing with drawing fabric, you need to sort of draw the folds as well. Right, and then the arm has this brown strap that comes across here, I think. This is like the crook of the arm, the elbow. Here, so we change direction and go up this way, right? So, like folds, the strap goes this way. There's another strap here, but we'll just bump it. And it kind of goes around here, bumping around and down towards the elbow. And then like a fold line or something there. And her wrist sleeve. Like so. Right, and then we got a little bit more detail across here. So these straps and buckles, we'll draw the buckles first because the straps are in between them. So like a buckle here. Another little buckle here. And then a square one here. And then a strap that comes across. I think there's another strap coming across her arm here. Like so, and then some more sort of lines for her shirt coming down this way. Some fold lines. There. 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 And then we got straps, maneuver gear coming down her shoulder here. So yeah, it was like a brown square there on the outside of that maneuver gear, kind of like her shoulder as well. Fold lines on the shoulder, and this will go up behind her hair here, up around her shoulder, back in there somewhere behind her hair. And this is like got metal and stuff on it, and the strap comes down there, and then this goes around behind her ear, just like an edge to it, metal edge, and here as well. Similar type of stuff. Brown strap, and then maybe you can see a little bit more of this metal. This will be thicker, slightly go up behind her ear. Metal part here, and then metal part here, up to there, up to there, like that. Okay, so I think that's all the maneuver gear basically, and then just here on her arm that comes down. So we've got a hand, right? So I'm going to move my picture over in more detail here now. So hands are always tricky, and it's holding an apparatus like a metal apparatus, so it's always harder. So her hand, so we got like some wrist bones, so you got to change direction, right? So we go this way a few times, and then out for the thumb and down, goes behind the gun sort of area, right? And our index finger comes across here, and it's like a trigger, right? So it goes down here, comes around into there, then the next finger there, down to there. So these are the tops of her knuckles, right? So they're kind of stumpy looking, I know, but that's the way they are, because they're going in around the handle of her sword. And then we got a knuckle here, knuckle here, and then it kind of just bumps in around the back of her hand, then going down this way. Like so. Right, and then this stuff, right? All this gear. So handle line here. And it's got a box on the end. With sort of a cord on the end of it there. This cord will go up and off my page. So that's that, right? And there's kind of these cross marks going this way on it, okay? And then it kind of looks like a bike brake, right? So this comes around here first. Then we go up, across, across, there, down, down. So this curves around here, and then this goes down around the knuckles into there. So there's more details inside here. So we got where the fingers go in, so these sort of gaps in here with a shadow there. Then another one here with the shadow there. And then an edge line. Like so. And then top up here. More of these hatching sort of lines. That, maybe an edge line on this. Maybe another bit of an edge on that, maybe. No. There's another line here. So when you're drawing mechanical stuff, you just gotta do your best, you know? There's no sort of trick. It's just like copy it as best you can. Try and keep your line straight. Box there. Edge line there. Here. There. The one here. There. There. And then there's these sort of oval shapes with oval shapes inside. Right, and then we have a handle or something that sticks out here. It comes out from the side. Where is it? Right, so we'll go here. This tube goes down like so. And then this goes back into the side there. And then this joins it. And then where it kind of touches comes down this way. And goes in, around, back up, down like that. And then this has like a bolt here, line there, and then an edge line that travels around the whole thing. So, and that goes down that way. It's like a shadow on the bottom. There. And then we have the bike brake handle that comes out this way. Like that, and then it bumps around here. And we bring it back up. So, there. This may have like an edge. To there. And this kind of cord just will go up and off my page that way. And then the actual metal of the sword. So it goes up, it has a bit that connects, right? Changes of direction a good few times here. This kind of shape, right? Detail inside there. Something else on this. And then our sword comes out from here. And we'll go off the page that way, and then that way. There's an edge line on that, and then another line that way. and a diagonal line here. All right, so then just the rest of her shoulder down from here, you know, this shoulder. It's down like so. And then there is maneuver gear box back here. I think this is where like her blade comes out of or something. There. And I think there's another box on the other side. If my thing will let me. Yeah, here. But I think finally that's everything. That's how to draw Mikasa from Attack on Titan Season 4. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.